Well, hey everyone, Coach Gary Micheloni here, America's project manager and creator of hundreds of videos online. Google my name if you want and I'm sure you'll find me. Well, I'm here today to tell you about my newest and most important video project ever. Now this video project is way different from the construction industry or the marketing related videos I normally do, and I am so excited about it. Now, here we go. How many people do you know who are members of the greatest generation? Probably there are at least a few. Now these men and women are fabulous resources for our community. The people who have lived life to the fullest and overcome so many of the obstacles that have been placed in their way. I'm thinking about people like grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, cousins, friends, and neighbors. You know who I'm talking about? Of course you do. But we are losing them much too fast and sooner than we'd like it to happen. They're fading away and leaving their families, friends, and neighbors. What often happens is that suddenly and without any real warning, one of these greats leaves us. We attend their memorial services and find out then that they accomplished some incredible things, scaled some unimaginable heights, and conquered unbeatable foes. And when this happens to people I know, as it has several times now, I think to myself, what a shame I didn't know these things earlier when I could have talked with this great one and appreciated the wisdom. And I'll bet the same has happened to you too, hasn't it? Well, no more, because my resolution is that I'm going to find out all I can about the life and times of one Magnus Mac Eggy, a U.S. Navy World War II dive bomber pilot, certified hero, and a member of the Greatest Generation Hall of Fame, I'm sure. And what makes Mac's story so interesting is that after living through the death, destruction, and the carnage of World War II, he felt from God a calling on his life, and then devoted the rest of it to serving him as an ordained pastor for a number of Lutheran Christian congregations and their churches. Now in his 80s, he is still active today. He has the present title of Pastor Emeritus for Christ the King Lutheran Church in Fallbrook, California. The interview will be done on video, and it will be done for an extended period of time. I'm hoping that Mac will sit through at least 2 or 3 sessions of an hour or so each. The video clips will be edited, placed on DVD or digital download, and Mac's story preserved and presented. I'd like you to be a part of this effort. Let's discover together who Pastor Mac is, his childhood, the impact of the war on his family and himself, and how it is that God somehow got hold of him and changed him from a guy who delivered death from the skies to a man who came to know the Prince of Peace and to lead others to him. How can you be a part? Well, support is great, and I'll tell you about the financial side of that in a moment. But prayer support is even more important, and I ask for yours. But I would also invite you to send in questions that you'd like to have me ask Mac. Wouldn't it be fabulous to have one of your questions actually answered by him? There is some urgency to the project. Pastor Mac's in good health, but we never want to take anything for granted. Plus, it would be wonderful to have his story told sooner rather than later. And once people see his story, they'll not only appreciate him more, but they may decide that they'd like to write him a letter and share their thoughts. Several of you may become inspired to ask some of these questions to the people you know personally. Wouldn't that be great? Most of the video and editing work will be done by me, but I expect that this project will take a huge amount of my time. There will also be some graphics work and that sort of a thing. And while I'm trying to do this inexpensively, my hope is that the finished product will do justice to the story of this man. I am projecting the cost of this project to be approximately $2,000, and I'm committed to completing it even if there is no outside support. And I think it's important you know that this one will get done, God willing, and it will begin this summer. It would be helpful if you personally know other members of the greatest generation, and particularly vets of that era, especially aviation buffs of then and now, maybe military pilots, that you bring this project to their attention, because they might have suggestions for me as well. All donations of any amount are appreciated and are gratefully accepted. And as you'll see, there are some bonuses as well for specific levels of donations. At the very least, be sure to sign in, donation or not, comment, so that I can keep you up to date on how the project is going. And finally, if you are watching this on YouTube, be sure and click the blue link after the video plays so that you'll be taken to the project page on, here it is now, gofundme.com/pilot-2, the word TO, hyphen pastor, PASTOR. Thanks for your partnership and prayer. Now, go ahead and click on that donate button. Thanks for stopping by.